Greetings. I am Hal S, an emeritus professor at Harvard Law School, where I have taught since 1975. And I am currently a professor at the Harvard Kennedy School of Government, teaching capital markets regulation. I am here today to offer you a course in partnership with the Harvard Law School Executive Education Program on selected topics in the field of the regulation of international finance, based on a course I created at Harvard Law School in 1996, and for which I am the co-author of the only textbook in this field, now in its 23rd edition. Further to my background, I am also the president of the Program on International Financial Systems, called PIFS, which I founded in 1986, of which Harvard Law School is a non-financial sponsor. PIFS conducts 3 yearly symposia of U.S. financial leaders with Europe, Japan, and China, as well as roundtables on important regulatory topics. And I'm also head of the Committee on Capital Markets Regulation, founded in 2006, composed of financial leaders seeking to improve the functioning of the U.S. financial system. Finance is one of the most regulated businesses in the world, and that regulation is increasingly complex. Yet, many in the business world have only a limited view of these critical restraints as they rise through the ranks. My course is intended to address that. Here are the topics covered by the course. First, an introduction, followed by capital and liquidity. A third class on U.S. capital markets, followed by another one on U.S. banking markets. Then fifth, the EU single market and euro. And then 2 classes on the key Asian financial systems, Japan and China. Followed by a class on OTC derivatives, asset management, and finally fintech. Each 1.5-hour class is designed to give people in your firm an overview of the regulatory environment they operate in. Each lecture is accompanied by an additional 15-minute interview with an important regulator or financial leader, where we discuss key current issues raised in the lecture.
But if we simply put out, here's exactly how all of our models work, then the banks would say, okay, then we will adjust our operation to those models. Because now we can optimize knowing exactly how that works.
Now, if the U.S. continues to restrict Chinese financial firms and the Chinese companies listing in the United States, then what will happen is that China will open more to the European firms and the Japanese firms.
In addition, I will present 2 live lectures with Q&A on how regulators responded to COVID-19 and regulatory changes we can anticipate in the future based on the COVID experience. You have the option, if you successfully complete the entire course, as demonstrated by a multiple choice quiz on each lecture, to receive a certificate from the Harvard Law School Executive Education Program. Each lecture includes relevant data. So the chart shows differences in the size and composition of capital markets among countries, and I cover important regulatory developments. In late 2008, under the Troubled Asset Relief Program, large amounts of capital into the banking system. And I also discuss key policy issues in each class. I believe that many different people can benefit from this course, whether as a whole or as an introduction to a specific topic. It can help you understand the wider regulatory context that can affect markets, clients, or strategy, and how these regulations vary across the globe. Thank you for your time.